Okay, perfect. So the next item on the agenda is the synchronous flow reply error. That was a ticket that was brought up by Mahir and Netsia in general about the flows and how they get handled in the adapter. Somewhat of a similar discussion happened at TST yesterday, and we will probably have to move to a synchronous mechanism for the addition of the flows as well. That might be, and that is related to some of the issues that we are seeing with gRPC. So Theo was working on a few of these things. I'll see if I can help him and pick up some stuff from there. And then we can make a final decision and commitment also on this particular one for the ONU adapter. Any questions or comments on this one?
Actually, this can be handled in the previous item. I mean, anyway, we are trying to serialize flows and TP, and the flow response, once the flow is handled, the response code path can also be handled in what is being worked in item 1. Although, I mean, the flow is not handled in a synchronous manner, I mean, but the response will be blocked until the flow is completely handled.
Yeah, that is the goal we want to achieve. So, well, if you can manage to do it within item 1, that would be good.
Yeah, again, I think it will be managed within item 1.
Okay, good. That would be great. I think we can, and then we can see how of a priority this is for gRPC itself. I don't want the two to get tangled one on another.
I lost you there.
I was just saying that I don't want the two things getting one dependent on another in a circular way. So if we can get either gRPC in and then finish this one, or this one in and then finish the gRPC is the right way. I would prefer getting gRPC inside before going and doing this one, but let's see how this goes. Also based on the findings of Matteo and other things. Okay, on this, on the item of the software update, so there is still a discussion on the states that we're not going to change at the moment. So master is changed and has been updated. Also the tests to make sure that everything is in the right shape. At least we know what we're testing and what is actually happening, and the state of that we are proceeding forward with the test. We're actually testing the upgrade, even though maybe the download state is not what I would like. But everything else here, and also the cherry pick on 2.8 has been blocked or paused in order for me to wait for Michael return, because I looked at the patch and I was not really, I did not really want to, let me put it that way, to untangle that change. I could do it, but it would cost me a lot of time, and I would not be sure to make it right. And I would still like to have Michael's review on my patch whenever I've done with the work. So there was really no point in me doing it. I just decided not to. Because it would be a kind of a waste of time. And 2.8 works fine. We have not seen major problems with it, even without this fix. Without the fixes that go in the change. for master, that the fixes that went into the change for the download that went into master. So this is kind of the state of things. And I have also not discussed with Salman, except the fact that he mentioned that he couldn't test some of this updates because he was involved in other activities and the setup was also involved in other activities. So that's it. He's not testing the Zircon Moiety at this point in time. He will do it. He told me around this week or next one. So we'll get an update from him sooner rather than later. I don't expect any issues, but let's see what he brings up whenever he can and he manages to actually test this implementation. Any questions or comments? No? Okay. Then the PM counters, Grish, do you know if there is any update over here on with the work that you might be doing with Himani?
I don't have any particular update, but Himani has been uploading patches to fix this. I saw a patch for 3264-bit counter and 3264-bit counter indicator for the PM, and I also saw another patch for per unique counter fetching. Yeah, so there has been good progress.
Yeah, the patches have been reviewed. There are some of them that have proto changes, so those are waiting as well for the gRPC move. Again, not high priority, so that's okay to me, and that's fine. Okay, so on the unknown element, any questions on the PM side of things? Okay. Then if not, on the unknown elements, I don't have any update. And Chip is not on the call, so I don't think we have anything in here that we can share an update to the group. Unless, Holger, you know something that I don't?
No, there was no additional communication regarding this issue.
Okay. On the logging front, I think as we discussed earlier, the patch is holded by the gRPC stuff. I saw that you, Holger, are rebasing it periodically, so I think that's really good.
To keep this effort manageable, yes. Let's see how far we get with gRPC then.
Yeah, hopefully really soon we shall be able to merge it. If you want an update on that, the best person to ask is probably Ken or David from Siena. We can find them both on Slack. Okay. On the testing front, I think this test has been completed, right, Torsten?
No.
No?
Only okay. The wrong URL and the failed download are finished and okay, in the pipeline. All combinations will not work due to an issue by the BBSIM.
What's the issue?
The issue is, just a moment, I think it's vol 4302. It's written by Michael. No, this is wrong. This is another. Sorry, my fault. There was an. Oh, I don't have it here now. No. Just a moment. 4, I think 4.
4304.
Yes, I think. It's resolved. No, it's mine. What was it? Oh, maybe Matteo knows it. I don't have it at the moment here. I can deliver it later. Then it. Maybe this. I have so many. Also not. I'm a little bit confused at the moment. I will check it later and send you the. It's against the BBSIM that it's not that it's in case of delete device, not go back to the initial states for software download for software upgrade.
Thorsten, the one you was searching was 4302, right? 4302. That was the one. That is the original one.
4302.
BBSIM ONU software image download image indication on OMC. That the BBSIM is indicating the new image too early. That is
no, this is another. This is from.
And it's this original one from Michael, and you wanted to. You would like to have this one you found today, right? This.
No. The from today I'm writing currently. There's another one I made before my vacation, and
I see. Okay.
Here. I will send it later. Okay.
There's actually two issues. One is the one that we are talking about right now, which is the fact that BBSIM, whenever you reboot the device, it goes to the wrong image. That's okay, we can fix that. The second one is that there is some indication that happens early. Did I understand correctly?
Yes, that's correct. That's 4302 from Michael.
Okay.
And then you said the one you found we had a look today, right? It's also
there's a further one I'm writing at the moment. This will I don't have the number currently. There is that we made an abort of the downloading software upgrade, and it looks everything looks fine, but after deleting all devices and re-establishment, no ONU will come up because the BBSIM says that there's a state image downloading in progress, and maybe it depends everything a little bit, but it's another scenario, and so I write this here down to have it on the. So we can take track it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay.
It seems so that the abort is not
go ahead,
consumed. Yeah. It seems so that the abort is not correctly consumed, and that this image downloading state is not reset up in the abort command. Actually, the question is, do we have a message to the? We have a message, right? To the BBSIM that's about as the download is aborted. Or don't we?
It depends. It depends. It depends at which state the download is aborted. If it's aborted during the download of the image to the adapter, I don't think we do anything with BBSIM. If it's aborted at a different time, we might do something.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Theo, do you recall any of this? Because I personally would have to go and check things. Theo, if you try to speak, you're on mute. Oh, okay, then whatever. Then okay, let's. I'll let you finish writing the ticket. When you have them all, just put them here, and we can prioritize them as part of the possibly some of the ONF work. And if you guys have any spare time, maybe you can also help on this topic as well. Would that be okay?
I think so.
Okay, good, perfect. Let's do that. So whenever you have the JIRAs, let's discuss. Let us take a look at it, prioritize it, and decide. So the thing that you're saying is that without these implementations, you wouldn't be really able to test some of the possible scenarios for the download, right? Thorsten?
Sorry, I was mute. Yes.
Okay. So if that is the assumption, we need to make sure that we are properly addressing all of these, so we can test the corner cases. Okay.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now, Theo.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was connected through the phone and something was wrong. So for the abort download, I don't think that case is implemented in BBSIM. And from what I understood, I think the ONU gets stuck in the image download in progress state and cannot move to anything else. So even if you download if you delete the device and bring it back up, it's probably stuck.
Okay. Then I guess we will have to go ahead and go and implement it.
Yeah.
Is
Is there an OMCI abort message, or is just we won't receive any new things, and after a while we just reset it? What would OpenONU do in that case?
I don't know what the ONU will do, but I set up the Volt control or Volt cuddle command abort.
No, I was, I think what Matteo was asking is whenever we call that abort message within the adapter, what are we sending down to the ONU? Are we sending down a specific OMCI message, or are we just stopping sending the image?
That's a question. I don't know if or simply is the end download is sent, or if it is a specific message we have to check in the code, I think.
Okay. Holger, do you mind doing that and putting it into the Jira that Thorsten is getting together? Because in that way we would know how this is implemented, and we will know what BBSIM would have to do to make sure that it works properly in the environment.
Yes, I can do it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And then we can just. Okay.
Andrea.
Yeah, go ahead.
Andrea, I sent in the chat the correct Jira. Now I found it.
Okay.
For the combination of all flags.
I also have to put in here the changes. For 262, perfect. Okay, we can take a look at these and decide what to do.
Mm.
We'll let you know.
The test case is already well prepared, and if it is corrected in BBSim, we can take it over to the pipeline.
Yeah, so Torsten, would you mind pushing the test? The person or whoever implements it on BBSim has a reference of the expected working state. Would you mind doing that?
The test is already uploaded in the software upgrade of the ONU. This is a second test case. But when somebody do it in the BBSim, he can contact me if there are any questions.
Because it fails. It is currently set as not ready.
It's not ready, right?
Ah, okay, good. Okay. And also for these two?
For the I'm currently implemented it today. I finished the first version for locally on my PC. It's not uploaded, but I can do it, and so maybe it helps. I will take it with not ready, and then I can upload it.
Yeah, I think that would help us.
No problem.
So why not?
Okay, yeah. I will do it. I think tomorrow.
Okay, thanks. That's awesome. Perfect. On the so last remaining item on the Adtran ONU testing. How's the progress there? Is there anything that you guys wanted to report? I have something on a separate note, but maybe you guys, Holger, you have something to share.
You mean regarding our test with the 611 or?
So that is what I wanted to share. So to bring everybody up to speed, in the Berlin pod in Berlin in the Deutsche Telekom premises, the Adtran OLT has been brought up to Volta 2.8 release with the Adtran adapter, and it seems that the tests are going fairly well, especially with the Zircom ONUs. We have effectively full passing of the suite for Deutsche Telekom, which is really good, which is a really good result. The only issue is that the tests actually do fail with the Adtran ONT. That's a 611 ONT. It's a GPON ONT, and that happens with whenever there is a hard reboot of the ONT. Okay. So what happens is that the ONT we perform a hard reboot through the power switch, and we see some issues where the DHCP where the container does not get an IP, so effectively DHCP traffic does not pass. We have done some investigation. We found a couple of errors in the OpenOLT adapter of the Adtran OLT, and I was just chatting with Mike Ruder from DT this morning, and he was also seeing the same issue. So we have escalated this to Adtran, and they're probably going to work at fixing it and releasing a new version of the adapter pretty soon. So that's the update on the 611. On the GPON, on the XGS PON, I don't have any update.
Andrea, but the Zircom ONU does not have this issue after power cycle, so
no. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. So it does not have it in our testing suite, in the ONF testing suite. We have never seen it. Mike, who was doing a lot of how could you put it, stronger tests with the Zircom, like rebooting it 5 times in a row very fast. He saw the same issue I was seeing with the Adtran ONU with the Zircom ONU.
That means that the HTTP was not working after power cycle, right?
Yes,
okay,
exactly. Mm-hmm. So what the issue is pointing at is most likely a wrong cleanup in the OLT adapter at the device delete event. Girish, if you recall, you posted a change to the OpenOLT adapter to properly clean up at some point. You remember that?
Yeah.
So that's most likely what the Altran folks need to do as well.
Girish, do you recall which was the trigger for this change you made for 2 days ago? I think.
2 days ago.
I think it was.
I think Andrea is referring to a change in OpenOLT adapter where
yes.
the delete ONU device followed like immediately after Volt remove subscriber. So this actually led to some stale resources being left on the OLT.
Okay, but then you submitted another change 2 or 3 days ago that was not related to this issue. That was another stuff regarding finishing PM and alarming in case of delete device. You remember?
Oh yeah, so that was just a minor enhancement that was lingering from the past release. That is unrelated to the problem that Andrea is speaking.
Okay, that was okay. Minor thing you had still on your list, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. But
Go ahead. In the logs of those tests, Girish, I still do see some issues around the PM data. Maybe we can take this offline. I can share the logs with you, and you can have a look, because it still sees like, oh, cannot do this, cannot do that, ping of the L2 PM counter failure, things like that. So maybe there's a way you can. Maybe there's a way you can take a look.
I see what you're referring to, but they are fine. Maybe I need to just, if there are error logs, I need to change them to a lower level logging. So basically what happens is the L2PM FSM cannot handle certain events in certain states. So they are just queued to be handled in the next proper state. And when it cannot handle those events, I think it logs them as errors. We may need to change that to something else because they are eventually handled anyway. So.
Okay.
Andrea, for your information,
yes.
I have an appointment tomorrow, or latest the day after tomorrow, with our test department to perform appropriate DHCP tests right after power cycle. And our goal is to reproduce your problem and to see if the change of the OLT, when it is available, fixes it. You know that's probably we can also reproduce it here, which we will try.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Holger. Thanks for doing that. Whenever you have the results, let us know. I can also offer the possible way of testing it on our environment, meaning that if you cannot reproduce it in your environment, but you're confident of the fix, we at ONF can possibly try and test it. And I believe also Mike from DT would be interested in testing it.
Andrea, can you think on any additional configuration in ONUS? Actually, we have to be sure the ports are present, and then we do the add subscriber, and then actually everything should work, right? If you have a DHCP server above. Right?
Yeah, from a Deutsche Telekom workflow perspective, there is nothing you need more than just create the device.
Yeah.
Make sure that the ports are there, everything is in proper state, that is initial MIB download, and all the usual things, you know.
And then add subscriber.
And then you proceed to the add subscriber call, and then from the container or from whatever PC or whatever element is connected to the uni side of the ONT, you issue a DH client request to your BNG, and you get an IP.
Yeah, I see.
We don't get.
Actually, Actually, this, as I thought, it's completely transparent to the owners. Then I see.
Yes, it is not like the AT&T workflow. We do not check. We do not act as a DHCP relay in case of DT. So that's it.
Okay, then we will try it. Okay, thank you.
Problem. Okay.
There is Andrea. There's one issue left. Yesterday, I think, yesterday you asked me to have a look at some failed tests where the flows were not removed, or the ports were not removed in the ONUs.
Yes.
I had a look, and there was a crash in the ONUs. Is there somebody who can have a look at it?
No, yeah, I saw that you posted on the chat. I just didn't have the time, and actually, I have to say I forgot about that. And let me take a note to myself to review your message.
By the way, who will be your first partner contact point regarding owners?
That will be me.
Okay. Okay.
That would be me. So it's either me or right now Theo is rewriting the OLT app in a very good way. So I think he can also be a very good point of contact from now on regarding this application and how the things what you could say all things on us. He picked up a lot more of knowledge during this rewrite of the OLT app. So he can also be, if I'm not available, a very good point of contact for ONUs. Oh, sorry, I threw you under the bus.
No worries. When I don't know something, I'll come back to you. So you didn't get far.
It's a circle. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I took a note, Holger, to review this thing. So I'll make sure that it gets properly handled.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot about that. I had other issues. Given that Deutsche Telekom wrote to me about the 2.8 adapter, I consider that of a higher priority than this.
Yeah. I only wanted to. That is not keeping stay unhandled. Because it's
yes. Totally.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, I took a note. So
thank you.
I'm not gonna forget that. Okay. So anything else that anybody wants to discuss or needs to be taken into account?
I have a question regarding the flows. So in the OpenOLT adapter, if I understood correctly, we can send the flow 2 times, and if the flow has already been installed on the device, we just send back a success response to the core without doing anything. Do we have a similar behavior in the ONU adapter, or we expect that we don't check if the flow is already installed on the new? And I know we don't install the flow, but we translate it in different instructions. But what happens if the ONU receives 2 times the same flow?
But according to my memory, this does not harm because it is checked if this is already installed, right, Girish? You had the last look into the code.
I'm not 100% sure about this, Holger.
I think it will check if the cookie is already installed, I think, and if it is, then it is not handled.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
But Girish says this cookie concept will be kept, right? Or
yeah, regarding that cookie, I wanted to. I also documented there in the notes. So I wanted to change that cookie to something else. I wanted to compute the hash of both match and action fields because cookie is not unique. Cookie is calculated only on the hash of the match fields, which is not unique.
Okay.
Yeah, but Girish, you cannot really do that because you won't be able to match it on a flow delete because flow delete only carries the match, it doesn't carry the actions.
Yeah, so regarding that, the flow delete from ONUs does not, but I see the action fields arrive to the the adapters. I don't know how, but as far as I know, no?
In the delete?
Yeah, I mean, I think they were arriving somehow. I can check that. I can confirm that, but if it's not arriving, yeah, I mean, we cannot rely on that.
Well, I need to go back and check, but I tried to make that change like last week in the core, because the core is the one that set the cookie. And when I added the instructions and the action to the cookie, then I couldn't match it when deleting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, I am posting here. Okay. So I'm just posting here. Oh, I cannot post such a big message. Anyway, so I will post an example on Slack where I see in the delete strict message that the adapter OpenONU adapter receives, there is the action field. Let me post in Slack. Yeah, so I posted it on the Slack where, you know, me, you, Mikhail Holger have there. Yeah, in that the delete strict has the action field.
Okay. Good.
I think we have lost Matteo.
I think we can take this with him up on during our ONF internal discussions. So let's do that. Any other topic from anybody about this work or anything related to the OpenONU adapter?
Andrea, I try. I
Yes.
will going to pick some of these ONSI features open for 2.9. Probably ONSI prioritized sending or something like this. This is on the roadmap for 2.9, and that I'm planning to deal with the next days.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Then thanks everybody. I'll publish the recording. I'll try to stitch it together somehow, and then we can then we can continue the great work on the next set of items for next week, and then we can talk again next week or Slack or the mailing list. Thanks everybody. Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.